We like beer? Oh, come on. You smoke? Got you a pack of cigarettes.
You're a good man, bro.
Hey, God bless you.
What's up, guys? For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Those are the laws of physics. Newtonian physics and thermodynamics dictate that what goes up must come down.
Everything in this world, in science, everything, it's Newton's law as applied to human life. We feel like we're having a random experience, but in fact, everything about our life experience is actually a cause and effect. But the difficulty is that to discern what the cause is and what the effect is not always so simple. It's very easy, to push something and have it come back, or whatever. We can make actions and reactions that are easy to watch. You put your hand in the water and the waters disperse. You can see where it goes. But in our own lives, we don't always remember what the causes are, and we don't always rightly interpret the effect. And so for someone to use the words like this, it's like, well, then immediately, what about children who are born into difficult homes? And you just can go through a long list.
You are in control. The life that you have is the life that you chose. The decisions that you made have put you where you are today. For everything that you input into the world, you will output in equal proportion to that which you input. And that is in direct proportion to the actions and the decisions that you've made. If you want the same life, continue doing what you're doing. If you want a different life, make different choices. This is a fundamental law of the universe.
Newton's third law states that whenever two objects interact, the forces they exert on each other are equal and opposite.
So of course you've heard Newton's third law. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And you've heard the term karma, and maybe associated with a sort of hippie or spiritual concept, but really it's actually the same concept. And the idea is that the positive that you put out into the world is going to come back to you. But we also have to be so careful, because the negative that we might put out, whether it's actions that we're doing within ourselves or to others, it's also going to come back. So the idea is to focus and put our energy into positive, so that whatever is coming back to us is mirroring that and continuously growing, so that we can exist in that space of positivity.
Newton's third law of motion states that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. This law is not only applicable to science, but also to human life. The idea is that our actions have consequences, and those consequences may come back to us in unexpected ways. Let us be aware of our actions. Think positive and spread love. Subscribe to know more.
Now, we understand by Newton's law that every action has an equal and opposite reaction, that for everything that you input into the universe, you will receive an equal proportion in output. So the question is, what are you inputting, and what type of pain is going to come from? Are you going to regret it, or are you going to instill discipline in such a way that you can control the outcome of your life and your decision?
Every action in life, there's an equal and opposite reaction. You guys do not know Sir Isaac Newton. Talked about the law of gravity, very intelligent individual. And then he has his third law. It's the law that changes the world. And once you understand this law, it's going to help you utilize, if you understand how it applies not only to the universe, but it applies to your life, you'll start realizing that this doesn't just apply to the world, but it applies to you. And the law goes as follows, that for every action in life, there's an equal and opposite reaction, right? So everything that you put into the world, you'll receive in direct proportion exactly what you put out.
Now, there's a verse in the Bible that says, "Do not be fooled. God cannot be mocked. As a man sows, so shall he also reap." Now, what does this mean? This means that for everything that you input, you will output in equal proportion. How foolish would it be for a farmer to look at the soil, stare at the soil 24/7, curse at the soil, be upset and depressed, expecting fruit when he has planted nothing, when he has not carefully watered and supervised the growth of his labor? It is stupid